Whoa, what in the Brokeback Mountain is going on here?
So what we got now is Brokeback Mountain. Everything's built on that.
Howdy, partner. Take off your pants right now. Drop them. Okay, what do you guys think about this image? Kind of left speechless. I mean, I don't know. There isn't anything unique to it or interesting that's happening. Framing is good. The lighting is good. But as far as any type of action happening or even the layering is not quite like, yeah, you see the horses in the background, you kind of know the setting, but the three men fill the frame and really only one guy is doing something funny, I guess, where he's putting on his pants or taking off his pants. I'm curious to know what is happening in this scene. One guy is looking on the ground and the other guy is looking off to the side. I don't know, what are you guys' thoughts? For a finalist image, maybe I would have passed on this. It just needs a little bit more flavor, a little bit more ingredients to the image for me. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about this. Oh, in case if you're wondering why I'm looking off screen here, I'm viewing the photo on my beautiful 32-inch 2017 Samsung TV. Yeah, if anybody wants to donate a 70-inch plasma screen TV, let me know. I've seen this photo around, you know, made its round in different festivals and competition. I like this photo. I can appreciate this photo. It's funny and it's kind of bizarre. Like, why is this guy covered in, what is it, gray sand, or is he covered in cement or something? Like, she was protecting himself from the sun and he didn't have sunscreen? Or was he buried alive from his kids? To me, it's a nice moment, nice triangular symmetry with the other two. The couple, I'm assuming, in the foreground, they're asleep on vacation, and it just goes to show different people at the beach with different initiatives. Like, two people in the foreground, they're probably on vacation, relaxing, fast asleep, and the guy behind them, who may be on vacation as well, has a different agenda. I know for some people it's kind of a no-no for the subject matter to look directly into the camera to identify the street photographer, but I think in this case it works and he has that kind of stern look upon him. So yeah, I love this as a finalist image. Congratulations. Oh, okay. I've seen this photo before. It was in the Italian Street Photography Festival 2024. I did a collaboration with Samuel Lintaro. I'll have the link in the description box down below. Go check that one out. This photo didn't make the cut in that video, but I'm going to include this in the edit here. It looks like New York. It's a portrait. It's a street portrait, whether it's candid or not. I mean, the character looks cool, and the jewelry and the type of jewelry that she has, and I'm pretty sure that's a wig. Very large hairdo. At the end of the day, it's a portrait. I mean, I like the composition, the low angle shot, the framing of that with the large buildings behind. And at the end of the day, I can't accept portraits in a street photography contest. I mean, I need something a little bit more flavor, a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more unique going on here. So yeah, I wouldn't have selected this. Let me know in the comment section down below if I'm missing something completely here. Do you think this should have made it in as a finalist? Okay, the next photo is from the same photographer, Alexandra Avlonitis. Portrait seems to be the theme here. It's a nice portrait, street portrait. It's happening on the street. It looks like Easter parade, some kind of parade, New York City would be my guess. But at the end of the day, it's a portrait work. Maybe if you just lose the face entirely and just focus on the hands. I have no idea. Seems like the judges so far are liking portraits. But anyways, I'm not gonna spend any more time on this photo. Congratulations to Alexandra with getting 2 images in the festivals. Okay, Barbara Jane Levine got 3 photos accepted into this competition. My favorite one of the 3 would have to be the hat. And you know what, I gotta make a note here. I do have a great appreciation of photographers getting to competitions, photos from their own backyard, you know, the streets, the corners that they frequent on a daily basis. So hats off to you, Barbara, getting 3 New York City photos in. It's funny because the 2 portraits shot from Alexandra, the one we just went over, was probably during Easter. And this one, you can clearly see it's Easter because on the left-hand side, you see the bunny ears, which kind of spoils it a little bit for me. This one's a little bit more interesting. You have the geometry of the hat and the larger-than-life feeling of the hat. You don't have to focus on the face. Sometimes the face can, or a lot of times the face can work to its benefit, but sometimes it gives away too much. And in this case, I like the mystery of what's happening here. And yeah, I'm a fan of this photo. Okay, another photographer that got 3 images in this competition is Bert de Boucher. Okay, I've seen this photo. This got into the Italian one earlier this year. I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. Flash seems to be Bert's forte. And the second image, which is nice, it kind of feels like an advertising photo for those headphones. But overall, it is a nice photo. Not my cup of tea per se, but I can see why I got in. And of the 3 images that got in, I like this photo the best from Bert. I mean, it's a little bit scary the more you stare at it. This is almost like, in a way, a street portrait, but it's just a mannequin. But at least it's interesting with the headlights being the eyes for the mannequin. But yeah, just a little bit more elements for a unique photo. So yeah, of the 3 photos from Bert's images, this is probably my favorite one. All right, moving on. Oh yes, I like this photo. I was a big fan of this photo. This image right here by Christine Kemp was 3rd place in the Italian 2024. I know I'm mentioning Italian Street Photography Festival when we're doing a video on Brussels, but there's a lot of same images here. This one came 3rd place when I thought it should have been at least 2nd, maybe even 1st. I do like this image. It's in San Fran. Anybody that shoots in the States, especially in a metropolitan city, you know how difficult it is to get pretty clean image without no license plates or a group of people walking looking at their cell phone. This has the decisive moment factor to me. The foot in the air, the fog, and almost like a teleportation narrative here. So yeah, this probably won't be the last time I'm gonna be seeing this in other competitions, other festivals. So yeah, congratulations, Christine. This next photo is from Forrest Walker. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is the type of photo that makes you look longer than your average photo. It just feels like I can create my own narrative. It looks like a teleportation dynamic or like a past present feel to it. And then also the 2 guys, it's 2 different guys just because on the jacket, but if you don't really look that closely, you think it's the same person. It's clean. I'm just wondering if this was in black and white, would have placed in the top 2, or would it look better being a black and white image? But I know Forrest's body of work is mainly color. I don't think he has any black and white images. I mean, talk about timing and utilizing objects within your surroundings or environment to make a street photograph more unique, more interesting, more dynamic. So yeah, probably my favorite photo thus far. Okay, this photo again. I've seen this photo around town and I'm not a fan of this photo. It doesn't excite me in the pants.
What?
When I see this making it into another competition as a finalist, I'm curious to wonder if judges, when they see photos get acknowledgement, recognition, make it into other festivals, and they see it as a new submission for the festival that they're judging or being a part of, does that help them sway in regards to accepting that photo for their festival? I mean, yeah, it's not that we've seen photos like this. It's just, it's so messy. The cloud for the hair coming out of the head, I get it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe you guys can better analyze this photo and persuade me why this deserves to be a finalist image, because I don't think so. Okay, this next photo is from Christoph Washik. Okay, I like this image. I mean, it has a simplicity and humor component to it. I'm wondering what in the world is that person doing sliding in between the fence? Like, did he forget his lunchbox? Obviously, he can't climb over the fence because it's like 20 feet with barbed wire, but there's like nobody around. Like, you would think there'll be like a supervisor with keys to unlock the gate, but like, who is this guy? Is he trying to get his lunch back? Is there like gold on the other side of the fence and he's trying to rob the place? I don't know. But yeah, I like this image. I think it's deserving to be a finalist, so congratulations. Moving on. Whoa. What the? I've never seen this photo before. I thought for a minute there he had like 4 legs or 4 arms, but okay, obviously there's his child or somebody sitting on his lap on their other side. Or maybe not, maybe this guy's a mutant. But in all seriousness, I like how they're coordinating on the outfit. This guy has style. Look at his bag and his gold Rolex. Yeah, so it's an interesting capture. It's clean, it's unique. It makes me look at the photo longer than the average time length, which is probably like 2 seconds. And yeah, I would love to have added this photo to my portfolio. So yeah, congratulations. I think this is well deserved. This next photo is from Lucas Turkskin. Oh, okay. Somebody walking by, dead right in the center of the frame. The light beaming onto that condo, shining back. Nothing else much happening. I mean, the lighting's nice, I guess you can say that. But nothing interesting, nothing unique's happening. I can't really create my own story other than she's going for a nice morning walk. I also am not a fan of just seeing photos with, you know, COVID masks. I just don't want to relive those memories. Yeah, I don't know why the judges would pick something like this. I'm curious to know what they saw in this photo, or maybe it was a mistake, or maybe it slid through the back door. I'm looking at this really hard and trying to find a way to convince myself why and how this got in as a finalist image. I am drawing blanks. I don't know, I give up. Moving on. Okay, yeah, I can appreciate something like this. A lot of geometry, symmetry. People are spaced out. I mean, it looks like it's part of a movie set or a commercial set. I'm assuming that's like a C-stand, light stand. And the guy on the ladder is probably like a grip technician or electrician that's working that light. And these people in the background are the actors. I mean, it's a very clean situation here. The fact that this got in as a finalist image, I'm okay with that. I'm not completely sold. Like, if it got left out, I think I would be fine with it. But the reality is it got in. I'm cool with it. All right. So given that Martin Parr is the final boss for Brussels and he was the final boss for Italian Street Photography Festival, he did pick this image as the first place, the winning image for Italian. And so I was curious to see whether or not this was going to rank within the top 2. However, Brussels did something kind of last minute where they added a few extra judges to pair along with Martin. I think some of those judges were local to the Brussels street, well, not really street photography scene, but Brussels art scene. And I think that kind of, I don't know if it was good or bad. I really don't know. From an outsider's perspective, I think they should have just left it as par as the final boss instead of making last minute changes like that. But I can understand why they did it. Maybe they wanted to include more of the local community, or I don't know. I'm good with this being a finalist image. When Lintaro and I viewed this for the other video, we were both surprised that this won. To be frank, that pool of images for the Italian Street Photography Festival, in my opinion, was not very strong. I'm okay with it being a finalist. Is it a great image? Is it a decisive win? No. But so be it. Congratulations. This is probably one of the photos that's gonna make its rounds into other festivals as well. So yeah, cheers. Okay, this next photo is from Eric Davy Dove. If I mispronounce your last name, please don't hate me. Okay, this is the modern day update of Daido Moriyama's dog stray photo. Yeah, I like how the dog is the good representation of the owner there. Very strong, has a fierce, you know, intimidating, kind of scary stare into the photographer's lens. I'm not a fan of the background, but you know, it's shot in the US. This is how a lot of street images can look like, with a messy background. It's not completely messy, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Damn, look at the owner doing pushes with his fist, man. On concrete. It's probably like in the hot summer. Concrete's probably sizzling hot. I'm sure Eric tried different angles, techniques, composition, and this was probably the best one. I'm totally fine that this is a finalist image. It doesn't overly excite me. There's nothing really over the top or unique calling for it. It is nice composition, nice lighting, the techniques are there. The main subject in the foreground is interesting. This next photo is from Tim Huynh. Wait, Tim, my photo got in? Nobody told me my photo got in. My photo? This means so much. I've been on a dry spell for 6-7 years. This is the image, guys. This is gonna go down. This is one of the best images of the 21st century. I can barely talk right now. Guys, such a beautiful photo. I'm so talented. All the doubters, all the people that hate on me, saying I'm not a good street photographer, that I'll never make it in this world. All the hours that I put into walking the same streets every day, and for nobody to like my photos on Instagram. To finally get this acknowledgement from my peers. It's been a rough year, man. This is the best news I've heard in a long time. Okay, this is in Vietnam. Look at the signage, and that's how a lot of the barber shops in the homes look like. And I would not have selected this. I don't see anything finalists worthy of this image here. One room divided into two, and there could be potential there. It's a busy space, but there's no layering attempt or component to it. It's just a snapshot right in front of the shop. That's what it is. There's nothing unique to it. There's nothing interesting happening. There's nothing about it that makes me want to know more. It looks heavily cropped, very high grain. Colors don't excite me at all. And I don't know why or what made the photographer think of submitting something like this and thinking that it has a shot of getting in. I guess sometimes these street festivals are like the lottery. It may get in, it may not. Let's just roll the dice. So yeah, probably my least favorite photo so far that I've seen. Moving on. Oh, okay. A little social documentary action going on here. It reminds me of the famous protest photo of the person in front of a tank. I do like the angle of where this is shot at, elongated in that vertical way. I'm wondering why all the officers are on one side and that person is on the other. I'm wondering if they were both on the same side, would it have made it in? Would it be as interesting, or would it just be another, you know, photojournalistic photo you'll see on the front page of a local newspaper? With the opposition on opposite sides, it definitely makes it more, you know, compelling to look at. Again, my favorite photos are the ones where you can create your own story in your own mind. It's kind of funny that you have all these law enforcement officers there for that one person who is probably unarmed, and they have all the shield and ammunition. Obviously, there's a lot more going on that we don't see in the photograph, but judging by what we see within the frame, that's kind of what's going through my mind. So yeah, I've never seen this photo before. I like it. I'm a fan of it. So yeah, congratulations. Okay, so we're in the awards category now. A few awards. There's the Brussels Audience Award. Then there's honorable mention. Maybe that's... Brussels doesn't have a third place. It's just first and second. So I'm assuming that honorable mention is third place. So let's start with the Brussels Audience Award. Nice geometry, clean, a little bit of everything really. Lighting, shadow, symmetry, physical subject matter. I like this image. I think this is worthy of being a finalist. Maybe even the top 2 so far, I mean, from what I've seen. But yeah, this is a very good image and worthy of any recognition. So congratulations. The next one is honorable mention, which, as I mentioned, is probably Brussels' version of third place. I don't know if I've seen this photo before somewhere, but I can dig it. I can accept this as the honorable mention. Good usage of the background. I like the fish kind of perfectly aligned with the bowl on the lady's head on the right. See the guy on the left hand side. I don't know if that's cash in his left hand or a phone. Looks like a busy intersection, busy fish market, Chinatown-ish area for that location. The colors are nice. Just the way they're holding the buckets on their head, the gestures, and just gazing off to the camera. Just those little subtle actions can make the image very compelling. This is probably the first image where color is very vibrant, very dominant. So yeah, I like this image. Okay, moving on. Now we are getting to second place. Okay, I'm curious to, well, It's not just Martin Parr as the final boss. There were a few other additions. But let's just see what they selected for second place. This is from Andre Gavrila. This is such a perfectly shot photo. I mean, you've seen photos like this, just the way the person, that butcher, is aligned and just his body language. It looks like the photographer asked him to pose or just don't move, which kind of like loses appeal to me. I can see why many people will like this, especially people that are not in the street photography scene. Like, this is eye candy to a lot of people. This is a type of image that catches, you know, people's attention when they see it. Second place though, I think there were other photographs that we've looked at that are more qualified in this spot. Could have been Christine Kemp's photo, or Forrest Walker's photo, or Alessandro's photo with the guy covered in sand or cement, or even Vincent Peale's, you know, protest shot. If Martin Parr was the only finalist judge, I don't think he would have selected something like this, just basing off of his own style, his own portfolio. So I'm wondering if those other 3 additional judges that was added last minute kind of selected this and outweighed his vote, because I don't think Martin would select this within the top 2. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's second place. The deal is sealed and there's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, congratulations. Let me know if you think this was deserving of second place, because I am still not sold. I always think if the longer I look at an image that it would win me over, but in this case, not really. Okay, we are down to the first place image, the winning image for Brussel Street Photography Festival 2024. So let's skip the drum roll and let's just take a look. Okay, this is from Mania de Prater. Okay, a black and white image winning first place. I think this is the fourth black and white photo that made it into this festival. It seems like less and less black and white images are getting into competitions. I don't know, that's what I'm noticing. It's a nice image. I mean, you can feel my hesitancy, because when I think of first place, I think of an image that is a decisive win. It can't be something where it could have been first place, it could have not been. It has to be a clear-cut winner. And there has been festivals that I reacted to where, you know, the first place image was, you know, it was a clear-cut winner. And you guys can check out my past reaction videos to festivals and competitions. But I don't know if this should have been the first place image. Sit here and convince myself or convince you that it is the clear-cut winner, but I don't hate this image at all. I think it's a good image. I think it's nice. It kind of has like that film noir feel to it. For first place, what makes this, I guess, unique, that unique component, is that we're seeing the main focus point through the back of bus mirror. I don't know if that helps, or how the bus relates to the main focus point. I'm trying to be positive and trying to analyze this and provide some kind of feedback for it, but I'm really just drawing blanks on this image. Really, how they selected this for first place. Yeah, so that's it for this video. What do you guys think of this photo? You think this is deserving of first place? How do you guys analyze a photo like this? Let me know in the comments section down below. Whew, that was fun. From looking at Brokeback Mountain images to my sunburn image getting in. I mean, how cool was that? Of course, not all the photos and the reviewing of each photo will make it into this video, because it would be a long ass video. It would literally be a 6-episode Netflix special if that was the case. A lot of portraiture photographs that got in. It obviously seemed to be a theme of the judges. I think overall this pool was stronger than the Italian Street Photography Festival. Obviously there were some photos that were head scratchers, but there were a lot of photos that were new to me and that was really kind of a breath of fresh air. But what do you guys think? What are your guys' favorite images? Did I miss some? Was I harsh on a few of them? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, don't be shy, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you know that notification bell? Hit that, and every time I post new content or videos, you will be notified. Until then, stay safe and keep shooting.